Hello fellow Seekers and Guardians, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how Kingdom Hearts 4 apparently needs to give Riku a new feeling as personal as Ansem Seeker of Darkness. So let's get into this, shall we? From Sora's perspective, the feelings that have paved the way to Kingdom Hearts have all been bumps in the long road of Xehanort's obsessed with the power of darkness. However, one of these variants he has had much more personal, antagonistic relationship with a different member of the Destiny Island trio, acting as a powerful foil for Riku's path from darkness to light. Given the impact Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, the Heartless One, on Riku's side's growth, the member of the main trio should have their own personal feelings in Kingdom Hearts 4. This could be difficult for Sora, given that his motivations are really always about saving the realm of light. High stakes that don't generally allow for a very personal connection to the villain. Instead, Sora and Kairi still have quite a bit of baggage to work through that could be heightened by the villain that acts as a foil for these specific struggles. Riku's history with Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. The personal connection between Riku and the first antagonist of Kingdom Hearts, the heartless form of the villain who would later be named Xehanort, runs far deeper than any other hero or villain dynamic in the series. Starting from the original title, Ansem dynamic is immediately deepened by the fact that he acts as a trickster from the very beginning, leading Riku to isolate from his friends and succumb to the darkness. Riku's mistakes haunt him for the rest of the series, and is personified by the continued conflict with the villain lingering in the hero's heart. This was a thread that persisted from Chain of Memories and through to the Riku segment of Dream Drop Distance. By the end of this ongoing plotline in Kingdom Hearts 3, both Riku and Ansem share a vulnerable moment of seeming respect to see the other go. It was a great cap on a strong feeling, but it does leave Riku without a personal connection to an antagonist, as Kingdom Hearts 4 prepares for a whole new story arc. And I think that's fine. I was actually happy that we got to see that moment. Made me look at Riku and Ansem in both in their relationship in a whole new light, to be honest. But let's continue. Riku's new struggle personified. Now that Riku has overcome the influence of Dark Ansem and the darkness that came with this original feeling, the character still has another struggle to overcome. Although Riku has already tackled his insecurities when it comes to being second best to Sora, he also still has fewer solo victories to himself than someone might expect of one with the strongest keyblade master in the series. As such, it isn't exactly his competition with Sora that Riku needs to overcome, but rather the doubt that comes from a series of losses throughout his adventures. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind might already introduce the perfect antagonist to pressure this growth in the form of the second boss, Yosora. While not seemingly a failing, Yosora could take the same role as foil to Riku that the original Ansem did throughout the first 3 games. As a character who never loses, Yosora could keep Riku's losing streak consistent, right up to the narrative swell where Riku has to confront his own fears of loss, calm, and the Keyblade Master earns a decisive victory. Now that could be it. At first I was going to say, I don't know if Riku needs a new personal enemy, but to have a struggle, but that could I can see that being um, part of Riku's growth for sure. Regardless of how the villain story plays out, the personal connection that the Kingdom Hearts series previously had between Riku and Ansem isn't one that should be forgotten. Supporting characters like Riku have more room for depth to explore these narratives. Personally, these struggles through a strong villain or antagonist is a large part of what makes these games so beloved by fans. Then there is Kairi, who similarly struggled to find a hard win on her own, could give Kingdom Hearts 4 a hint of balance, as both characters are given antagonists to embody the personal conflicts they need to overcome. Kingdom Hearts is still in development. One, not to say I wish that they also kind of gave us a little bit of Kairi, like what they could idea, like what their idea of what Kairi's struggle could be in Kingdom Hearts 4 and any other spin-off games outside of this one. But I have to say, like I said, at first I was like into the whole Riku having a new antagonist that's as personal as Ansem, and just to an extent I'm still like because like to that, but like if a villain could like test Riku's like insecurities about not having the best of luck when it comes to victories, then Riku essentially being said bad guy to have a victory, I could see that being huge character development for Riku. For Kairi, I can kind of see like, cause she's still kind of a new Kingdom Keyblade master, right? She's still kind of new to the front lines, so like maybe like she has insecurities, cause like for most of our time in the Kingdom Hearts series, she's been sidelined. So maybe due to that, she feels like she can't live up to Sora's or Riku's like reputation or like stature or whatever. And maybe if we actually get a Kingdom Hearts game that's not beat based, where it's just Kairi, she's going through her own trials, and essentially she's beating this big bad that through this big bad allows her insecurities that she has about like not being able to like live up to like Riku or Sora reputation, being like their badass level, could like help melody that a little bit, at least for the time being. But yeah, I can kind of see Kairi I can honestly see Kairi doing that, like having those insecurities, like, okay, I was sidelined, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I doubt I can be as great as Sora and Riku, then beating this big bad, I feel good about myself. I don't need to be like Riku or Sora. I need to make my own path. Boom, there we go, Kairi game. But Riku, yeah. I dig what they said about Riku. I am in agreement with that. And I do favor Riku in terms of like Riku. I do like how Riku fell to the dark and then later got redeemed and went back to the light and essentially redeemed himself by helping his best friend that he pretty much screwed over in the first Kingdom Hearts game to be the big bad in the second Kingdom Hearts game. And ever since then, he's gotten better. I am kind of drawn to those people and like those characters that, yeah, may not like have done some shitty stuff like Darth Vader, Riku, Axel, does Sirius Black count? in Harry Potter, but every like one of those characters did essentially something dark. But I feel like each one redeemed themselves in their own way. And there are more characters that I could have listed, like Karai from the Ninja Turtles, depending on which person you're talking about. Uh, I can't think of any more examples at the moment, but you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I'm interested. Like, I'm kind of drawn to characters who've done some dark stuff, but later on redeemed. I do like that redemption story. So probably like why like Riku is like one of my most favorite characters, if not my favorite character, is because of that. So with that said, what do you beautiful people have to say? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I'll talk to you fellow seekers and guardians later. And may your heart be your guiding keys. Later, Tater. Have a wonderful day. And be kind to one another.